In the journalism, we know some photos, it's not acceptable to publish it because too bloody. This war, we breaking the rules. I decided to show more details, the blood, how their skins burned from this missile. Even if it's harder, you should look at this. The whole world, they should say this. You just looking. Imagine if you smell this photos, if you smell the blood, if you smell the burned bodies also. I'm lucky to be one of these messengers who deliver the truth from Gaza to the other world.
Belal Khaled is a Palestinian photographer from Gaza who has been documenting the daily devastation of the war. His photos have been seen by millions around the world. I spoke with Belal to ask him about the stories behind the photos and why he feels compelled to capture it all. Your photography has been stunning and haunting, and it's really captivated the world.
I want to show the world what happened, what really happened. And most of my photographies, I try to capture the moment of the screaming because maybe the world, they will hear this photo.
I want to ask you about this photo and this child's eyes, which say so much. Tell me about the photo.
More than 4 child inside the family, they was killed in this bombing. And this girl, she survived. And she was very quiet. Her mother, she was screaming. And this girl, she was very, very quiet. She's just a kid. She didn't know there is a bombing, what is the meaning of the bombing. And she looked at me. Then I said, like, I should take a portrait for this beautiful baby.
What is it like for you when you're capturing these very intimate and painful moments of a mother's grief or a child's pain, and you're so up close like that?
Sometimes you feel like you are like helpless, yani you cannot do anything. Sometimes we turn off our camera and we didn't shoot anything. We cannot handle this.
It strikes me that you say you sometimes put the camera down because it's too hard, because what you're already showing is so unbearable.
There was a big bombing in Al Yarmouk area. Yani we arrived there like after 1 minute. A lot of people, they are under the damages houses. They was screaming. There is no people to help these people. So we keep our cameras off and we started to help the people. I go to, under the rubbles of a house, and I started with my very hand to trying to get out a girl there. She was like 14 years old. So the whole building, it was falling on her legs, and her sister was dying next to her. She was like saying, stay with me, please get me out.
حاسة فيها؟ طيب خير.
The civil defense, they coming. I think they spent like more than 4 hours to get her out. But as us, a journalist, the life of people, it's more important than the photos. So this is like a one situation from what we face every day. It's too much we face. You're asking anyone who working as a photographer, as a cameraman here, he will say the same. They spend the time working here. Their brains is like very busy. How to take this moment to send the photos for editing. You don't have a time to think for what's happening here. After all of this happening and you starting to review the photos, there is a lot of tears. There is a lot of crying.
I want to ask you about this picture of this little boy who's covered in rubble and dust, and you wrote the caption, "Can you hear us?"
This child, he was screaming to his father, like he was screaming, Yaba, Yaba. He said like something, it makes me laugh and cry in the same moment. He was saying like, there was a bicycle with me. Where's the bicycle? It's not mine. So bring the bicycle. He survived just now and he looking for a bicycle. It was like a black comic.
It just shows you the innocence of children at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
This one broke my heart. This baby that doesn't have a name and doesn't have any surviving family. Tell me the story of this baby.
So this baby, she was in Al-Shifa hospital. They write on the front of the file, all the family is dead. These details, it's broken my heart. So I asked about her. They said like all of her family, they are dead and no one with her. They give her name by her mother. They write Halima Abd Rabbo's daughter. And when I published this, and yesterday I got a good news. Alhamdulillah, we find some relatives for her. Yeah, they are still here in Gaza.
Wow.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah, I'm so relieved to hear that.
Alhamdulillah.
You're not just like taking photographs, you're reuniting families, you're documenting history, you're doing so much with these photos.
This is a good thing we're doing for the humanity, because we want to do something real for these poor kids, for these families.
When you're taking photographs of these people who have lost their lives and lost their relatives, are you thinking, because you're in this same war just like them, are you thinking that could be me at any moment?
Every day, yes, every day. Maybe this will happen. This is war, yani. And this war, it's genocide.
If you could leave Gaza now, would you?
No, right now, no. I was in Doha when the war started. I come into Gaza on 7 October. When the wars happen, I come to Gaza directly. We cannot lift our families here. Every single Palestinian there from Gaza, if you asked him, he said, I want to die with my family. I want to go there and die with my family. That's it. I'm not better than them. Each Palestinian here, he's like a fighter. By art, by singing, by dancing, by cooking, by writing, by everything. As an artist, we can talk with the people and we can deliver our messages. We want the whole world to feel something of what we faced from the occupation.